Hey guys, what's up? It's Biscaboo Horror Reviews, and I'm here with a review of a 1990 natural horror film from Italy. I'm talking about Killer Crocodile 2, which is on the Blu-ray for Killer Crocodile from Severin. Yeah, so this is the first one of these kinds of reviews in a while. Now, when I say these kinds of reviews, I mean a review where I sat down to watch a random movie with the intention of reviewing it. Usually, I'll, you know, watch a movie halfway through and be like, oh, yeah, I want to do that. I want to cover that. Like Ghost Keeper, for example. Um, I haven't done one like this in quite a while, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So, Killer Crocodile 2 is the sequel to Killer Crocodile, which I don't remember anything about other than it's about a killer crocodile, um, which can't be a good sign, but I gave it a 7 out of 10, so I guess I enjoyed it. Uh, this sequel is basically, excuse me, it's basically about the same swamp where the first film was set, um, and this guy is attempting to turn it into a resort, and they're dumping toxic waste there, and it causes another killer crocodile to become giant and mutated, and it attacks people, and they have to stop it and stop this resort from opening. Otherwise, it will kill all these people. So, if you couldn't tell by the title of Killer Crocodile 2, uh, this movie is garbage. Like, wow, is it garbage? Uh, it's cheap as all hell. I will say the locations look nice. And the music is done by Riz Ortolani, who did the soundtrack to Cannibal Holocaust. So, the music is also very good. The director, who also did the effects in the film and created the crocodile puppet, which looks, it looks fake as hell, but it's also really, really charming. Um, he is an effects artist who's probably, to me, most well known for doing the special effects and makeup in movies like The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, Zombie. Um, he did some pretty major uh, titles, and this is one of his only directorial efforts, which I think is kind of a shame. I like it when people who are effects artists make movies because they can usually do something pretty interesting. Um, like Tom Savini did with the remake of Night of the Living Dead. That remake is actually pretty damn solid. So, yeah, the acting is worthless, writing worthless. Everything about this movie is worthless, and I think that you already know that. And I think that you already know if you're going to want to watch the first film to have context, and want to watch this sequel. Uh, but, despite it being garbage, this movie is really, really fun. It's supremely entertaining and just it's just a good time. There's a pretty decent amount of gore. There's scenes with the giant crocodile where it, drags a house into the swamp. There's a scene where the crocodile eats a bunch of fucking children and a nun, which was really unexpected and fucking crazy, and it's kind of an amazing scene. Uh, it's like Lake Placid, but really, really good. Um, it's like Placid, but like 10 times better because it's Euro sleaze trash. Uh, I really don't know what to say about something like Killer Crocodile 2. It's kind of a movie that you don't need to say much about, and I kind of feel like this whole review is an oxymoron. However, I will say that out of all the Jaws ripoffs I've seen, this is definitely one of the more interesting ones this series. Because usually when Jaws ripoffs come out, they don't get sequels. As far as I know, none of them have ever gotten sequels except for this one. And I think that's what makes this special, because the first film has some really strong, really great moments, but it's kind of not super amazing overall from what I remember. They reuse a lot of, not a lot, but they reuse some of the footage from the first film in this sequel. So, um, I was reminded of specific scenes that are really, really cool. Shit. It's just an anomaly of a film that exists, and I really don't know what else to say about Killer Crocodile 2. Hey guys, what's up? It's Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews, and I'm here with just a quick interruption because when I recorded this video, I was very, very tired, and so I just want to add a couple things. Who the fuck sets up a resort next to a swamp? I mean, like, people don't go to swamps for vacations. Well, then again, people do go to Disneyland, so, and that's in the middle of Florida, which is fucking swamp central. Okay, you know what? No, strike that from the record. But I'd also, that's a joke. But I'd also just like to say that on the gore meter from 1 to 10, also the gore effects in this film are very well done. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like Nosferatu and 10 being something like Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, Killer Crocodile 2 sits at like a 5. It's very middle of the road when it comes to the gore, but some of those kills are pretty grisly. The scene where the kids get killed is pretty fucking rough. What else? And also, my overall rating for this is probably like a 3 out of 5. It's a very middle-of-the-road film, but if you like Jaws ripoffs, this is definitely one to see. If you like weird, nature run amok films, this is also one to see. It's a quality, natural horror film. It's no Grizzly, mind you, but it is Killer Crocodile 2. With that, this is Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews, signing off. Peace.